Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Almas Gina Kamila with student ID number 2410117120014 from A2 Extensive Reading. So, in this video, I would like to explain a scientific article in the context of TEFL or teaching English as a foreign language. The title of the article is Extensive Listening Activities of EFL Learners in Higher Level of Education. So, in the context of TEFL, listening is considered one of the most essential skills for EFL learners. However, listening is also widely known as one of the most challenging skills to master. Many learners feel that listening is difficult because spoken English is delivered at a fast speed, use various accents, and often contains unfamiliar vocabulary. In many TEFL classrooms, listening activities are still mainly used to test students' comprehension rather than to teach them how to listen effectively. Students are often asked to answer questions after listening to an audio or a video, but they are not guided on how to process spoken language. As a result, many students feel anxious, frustrated, and unconfident during listening activities. Previous studies have shown that EFL learners face many difficulties in listening comprehension. These difficulties include unfamiliar topic, fast speech, different accents, poor audio quality, long listening text, and lack of concentration. Because of these challenges, listening is often perceived as the most stressful skill in learning English. The authors of this scientific article believe that these problems occur because students are not taught how to listen strategically. Instead of learning how to understand spoken English, students are trained not to focus on getting correct answer. Therefore, the article introduced extensive listening as an alternative approach within the TEFL context. Extensive listening is an approach where learners listen to English material freely and independently. Based on their own interests, learners are allowed to choose what they want to listen to, such as English songs, movies, or videos. These activities are usually done outside the classroom, allowing learners to practice listening in a more relaxed and natural environment. And the main goal of extensive listening is to help learners understand meaning rather than focusing on every word, grammar rule, or pronunciation detail. This approach emphasizes quantity, meaning, and enjoyment. Learners listen to a large amount of input that is easy to understand and interesting to them. Because of this, extensive listening is considered learner-centered and low pressure. And in my opinion, extensive listening is very suitable for TEFL because it creates a positive learning atmosphere. When learners are relaxed and interested in the material, they are more motivated and listen frequently. Over time, this repeated exposure to English help improve listening fluency and confidence. The main purpose of this study is to explore how EFL learners at the university level conduct their extensive listening activities. The researchers aim to identify what types of listening materials students choose, what source they use, how long they listen, and how often they engage the listening activities. By understanding students' listening habits, these studies provides valuable insight for TEFL teachers. Teachers can design listening activities that are more engaging and aligned with students' preferences rather than relying only on traditional listening tests. This study used a qualitative research approach. The participants of the study are 39 university students who took a listening course in their fourth semester at a university in Cirebon, Indonesia. The students participated in the study for one semester. To collect the data, the research used listening journals. Students were asked to record their listening activities every week. In their journals, students wrote the source of the listening material, the topic they're listening to, the duration of the activity, and a summary of the content. This method allows researchers to observe students' real listening practice over time. In the table context, listening journal encourage learner autonomy. Students become more responsible for their own learning because they must choose materials, manage their time, and reflect on their listening experience. The result of the study shows that even though several listening websites were provided, students choose YouTube as their main listening source. This indicates that YouTube is the most accessible and familiar platform for students. Most students choose English songs as their primary listening material. Songs were listened to more frequently than movies. Students usually listening to songs several times a week because songs have short duration and are easy to access and are enjoyable. Movies become the second most preferred listening material. Although many students enjoy watching English movies, fewer students choose movies for extensive listening because movies require more time and high concentration. Another important finding is that students preferred listening material that they were already familiar with. Familiar content made it easier for students to understand meaning and summarize what they listened to. This shows that background knowledge plays an important role in listening comprehension. These findings suggest that enjoyment and familiarity are key factors in successful extensive listening. When learners enjoy the materials, they are more motivated to listen regularly. They do not feel stressed and pressured, and listening gradually becomes a habit rather than a compulsory task. Another significant aspect highlighted in this study is learning autonomy. Extensive listening encourages students to make control of their own learning by choosing material independently. Learners become more confident and responsible. Extensive listening also supports the development of listening fluency. Regular exposure to English input helps learners become familiar with natural speech patterns, pronunciations, and intonations. Even when learners do not understand every word, their overall comprehension improves over time. In addition, extensive listening contributes to vocabulary development. Learners are exposed to words and expressions repeatedly in meaningful contexts. This natural repetition helps learners acquire vocabulary without memorization. And so, from the table teaching perspective, extensive listening can function as a complementary activity to intensive listening. Intensive listening focuses on detailed comprehension in the classroom, while extensive listening allows learners to practice freely outside the classroom. Combining both approaches can provide balanced listening instruction. This study also has practical implications for TEFL teachers. Teachers do not need to rely only on textbook or formal listening material. They can encourage students to use everyday research, such as English songs and videos, as learning tools. By integrating extensive listening into TEFL classroom, teachers can create a more supportive and enjoyable learning environment. Students might feel less afraid of making mistakes or more willing to engage with English in their daily life. And yeah, in conclusion, this scientific article shows that extensive listening is an effective approach in TEFL, especially in EFL learners in higher education. English songs are the most preferred listening materials because they are short, enjoyable, and easy to access. In my opinion, this article very useful for TEFL teachers and learners. It highlights the importance of flexibility, learner autonomy, and enjoyment in listening instruction. However, future studies could encourage learners to explore more varied listening sorts beyond YouTube. And yeah, that's is all of my explanation about the scientific article entitled Extensive Listening Activities of EFL Learners in Higher Level of Education. Thank you for listening and thank you so much for watching. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.